Hi bro and sis, today we will talk about spring system. So when you go to a mattress store and look for a mattress, they will talk to you about the spring. How the brand A, the spring is better than the brand B, better than the brand C. So in this video, we will talk about what kind of spring system is out there in the market and how do you choose the right spring. So now, let's start with actually the basic spring that you can find in the market. First of all, this kind of spring is called the Bonnell spring. Bonnell spring basically is an hourly grass model. We will have actually the round shape, okay, on the front and the back as well. So it's a very basic Bonnell spring that actually you can find in the market. Then now, we move on. They have something called the offset spring. So offset spring itself is actually very similar to Bonnell spring, but the difference is actually on the noting here. It's actually a square shape. Okay, so why do they do a square shape? Because this type is actually better to support our body, as our body is more on the square shape instead of the round shape. Then next one, which is a very popular, everyone will always say is pocket spring. People will always say pocket spring is the best spring among all. They will say, wow, okay, you want to sleep, you must choose pocket spring. Pocket spring is more expensive, it's better. What is pocket spring actually? Pocket spring is actually just an individual spring that encased in the pocket, which is non-woven. So in this case, you will see that, wow, there's so many springs. How do I choose the right spring? When it comes to spring, just remember two things in mind. First, spring count. Second, thickness of the spring. So regardless of the spring system, they can make it cheap by using less spring count or using the thinner spring. So let me demonstrate how. So basically, you can see here, this is another spring system you see. This is what we call the left facing lock spring system, LFK. So regardless of what, when you can see the spring itself, you can see there are many springs that actually make use of in the mattress itself. So you can see that here, normally for a good spring mattress, queen size will have like 500 springs and the king size will have 600 springs. So if you have enough number of springs, it can actually support your weight. But it doesn't mean that you need to have a lot of springs in your mattress. For example, just like a car, you have 4 wheels. Do you really need 6 wheels or 8 wheels? It's not necessary. So when it comes to mattress, if you have enough spring of count, it will actually support your body weight. So now, we move on to see that actually the spring thickness. What do you mean by spring thickness? Because all of the spring is actually made of wire. So when the wire, they actually have the thickness. When you actually find a cheaper Bonnell spring, it's where actually they use the thinner wire. When you use a thinner wire, it can go down to 1.6, 1.8. This kind of spring will not be good in supporting your weight. So typically, you can find that actually a pocket spring having a thinner diameter. Okay, reason being that normally pocket spring, okay, is actually individually pocketed. They do not use actually a thicker wire. So normally in pocket spring itself, you will be softer in feel than a Bonnell spring. So this is where actually when you choose the spring itself, it's very much that just stick to the basic principle, which is select the mattress with the enough number of spring, and then secondly, select a mattress, a brand that use the thicker wire. That's about it.